Alright y'all, back at you. And today I'm going to be talking about our mango trees right over here. And I don't know if you can see, but it's actually two trees. There's the big one right here in the front, and then there's a smaller but taller one there in the back. And I think if if you buy mangoes at the grocery store, you're probably used to getting a Tommy, or I think they're called Tommy Atkins too, mangoes. And they're just about the worst variety of mango you could try. I mean, if that's all you've ever had, then you're really missing out on mangoes. Tommies are real fibrous. Their flavor is all right, but it's really nothing to be excited about. So it's a shame that that's how most people are introduced to mangoes, is with the Tommy Atkins mango. But these two trees, I believe, I'm just guessing based on the appearance of the ripe fruit and the taste and texture of the ripe fruit. I believe our bigger mango tree here in the front is a Hayden mango, which is an old Florida variety. And then the one in the back, the slightly taller one, I think might be a Keat mango. And the Hayden here in the front has a real nice taste to it. It's slightly it has a slight fibrous texture, but it's not too fibrous at all. And then the Keat in the back is almost like mango butter. There's no fiberness texture to it at all. So, and they're just delicious. But today I'm going to be talking about our crop yield. You can see, I'll zoom in here, maybe walk a little closer. We do have some mangoes up in this tree. Get them. They're blowing in the wind here, but you can see them dangling down. And we have a couple, but this year is obviously, I've come to the realization this year is not going to give us a big yield of mangoes. And in fact, there's not even enough mangoes up there. We might not get any. The squirrels usually get to them before we do. They'll even eat green mangoes, so I'm not sure I'll get any mangoes. The one tree that I think is a Hayden probably has about 40 mangoes on it right now. And the tree that I think is a Keat up here doesn't have one mango on it. And there could be several reasons for this. You can see these trees are older trees, and I haven't been growing mangoes my whole life, but from my experience and from what I've read too, that a lot of times when a mango tree gets to be 10 or 15 years old, it starts to produce on alternate years. So you'll have like a real big fruit production one year, followed by a very light or no fruit production the following year. And we had a huge harvest of mangoes off both of these trees last year. So that could be the case. Another thing, we've only owned this property for a couple years, so I haven't been able to track fruit production myself, for a very long time. But we're friends with the previous owners, and he told me that he hasn't really noticed an on-off year-to-year cycle. He thinks it might be more, the fruit production might be caused more by the amount of rain and the temperatures that we get during the fruiting season. And that could very well be too. You can see these mangoes are pretty close to the water down here. And we live in a pretty, we're in a 10A USDA Hardiness Zone, so we're in a good spot for growing these mangoes. But this year we are just not getting much. We're not going to get much fruit, and it's a real bummer to me because it is my favorite kind of fruit. But anyways, I just wanted to show you guys this. We'll do another video if we actually get to harvest any this year. Last year we spent days and days harvesting mangoes and got so many mangoes we almost didn't know what to do with them. And this year it looks like I might be driving around and buying other people's mangoes from roadside stands. But I've read some different studies on how to lessen the effects of, or increase your fruit yield on off years. If anybody has any ideas or any comments, any anything you've tried that's maybe increased your crop yield on an off year, please let us know in the comments below. And like I said, we'll bring you another video. We're probably about a month away from harvesting, you know, anything we get here. So I'll bring you guys another video when we get to the harvest time, if there is anything to harvest. But until then, if you guys like this video, we'd appreciate a thumbs up and maybe even consider subscribing to our channel. Till next time, everybody take care.